so what is up in your slice of life? Today, in my slice of life, or Beckpie's slice of life, I am going to show you how, with a t-shirt, you go from this to something like this. Okay, so you look at this and you say, wow, that looks so detailed, it looks complicated, and maybe you're not saying that. But say you are saying that, and it is really actually very easy. So I'm going to show you guys how to do a shirt like this today. I'm going to use this shirt here, and I'm not going to do the same colors because I don't want to have two shirts that are exactly the same pretty much. So I'm going to use Puffy Paint here, and I think I'm going to use the neon colors for this one. So let's go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so for starters, I've got you looking at this shirt that I have already done. And all you do is you go ahead and you have these paper letters here. And you just put them down. And actually you tape them down, but I will talk more about that in a moment. So basically you just tape the letters down where you want them to go. And then you take the bottle of Puffy Paint, and basically you just go like this, zigzag, do circles, and do that with each color. So for supplies, I'm going to move that out of the way. For supplies, you're going to need some Puffy Paint, and you can pick whatever colors you want. You're going to need some tape. For this, I recommend using masking tape, but I was not able to find any, so Scotch tape will work. And then you're going to need some paper letters for whatever word you're going to use. And actually, let me arrange that in the correct order. So I'm going to be writing the word love, and for the O, I'm going to have a heart. So all I did for this was I just pulled up a Word document, put the letters, made them bold, and then kind of put an outline, and then just cut them out. So before we put them onto the shirt and do all the Puffy Paint, because once you put the Puffy Paint on, you're not going to be able to take it off. So before we do that, I'm going to put the shirt on me and adjust the letters how I want them to be. Okay, after putting the shirt on and consulting with my sister, we decided that these are where the letters are going to go. So I just used some cardstock paper. Actually, I'm going to readjust this and it's a little straighter. So we just used cardstock paper and cut them out. And then we just made several tape curls for each letter, and then just stuck it on the shirt. So I've got my 4 colors here, and what we're going to do is we're just going to unscrew the cap of one and just do the zigzags and circles like I mentioned earlier. And you might be thinking, well, if you do each thing in order, then you're going to know like if I do the green first, then all the other colors are going to be on top of green. But actually, how we're going to do it today is where we do each color twice. So then it's not, because if I do green first, then all the other colors are going to be on top of it, then that will prevent that from happening. So I'm going to start with yellow. And if you were making one of these, this is going to be your t-shirt. So you can choose whatever color shirt you want and whatever color Puffy Paint you want. So I'm going to start squeezing. And you want to make sure that the letters are on there correct and just the way you want it. So this is all I'm doing. You just got to keep squeezing it. And that's good for the first coat of yellow. So I'll move on to the next color. And so far this looks pretty awesome, I think. Alrighty, so I'm going to have my sister help me with this. And we're just going to take the toothpicks. And the reason we're using the toothpicks instead of our fingers is because our fingers are bigger than the toothpick. So now you can see that that you have the letters in there, and in some spots, like maybe right there, you'll notice that there's a little bit of paint. So I'll just kind of dab at it in my with my fingers a little bit, but I'm not worried about it terribly. And so there you go. And then you're going to want to make sure to let this dry for at least 24 hours. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, on the box of Puffy Paint it says the paint dries after 4 hours. But I do not recommend touching it after 4 hours because it is not dry. So there you go. Just let your shirt dry and then you can wear it. Alrighty, so this here is the finished shirt. If you come down to this angle here, you can see that the Puffy Paint still sticks off the shirt just a tiny bit, but it's not something that you need to worry about, because it's totally fine. So again, here is the finished shirt, and in a moment, I will put on the shirt and show you how it looks. Alrighty, a few things I need to mention. The first thing is do not put the shirt in the dryer. Hang it up to dry, because the dryer, it will get so hot that the Puffy Paint will start to stick together, and it's not fun to get it apart. So yeah. Alright, so this shirt is completely finished. Whoop whoop. This shirt, you can see that it obviously says love. And actually I think I mentioned that a couple times. And oh, there we go. Now I can see you guys. Okay, so this shirt, it looks pretty cool, I think. It turned out like I wanted it to. And if you are doing a shirt like this, you can use whatever colors you want. You can write whatever word you want. Just make it fun and make it your personality and what you like. So I will see you guys next time. Okay, so if you come over here from the shirt, you can see the letters that we took off, and personally I think they look really cool like that, but I have no use for letters that are covered with Puffy Paint, so I'm probably just going to throw them away. But again, there is the shirt, and now we have to let it dry.